What is the other meaning? Because metaphorical mean, that's not the meaning of it.
Yeah.
So what is the meaning of it? So was Allah not able to express it with the other wording?
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean,
So Ibn Taymiyyah mentioned a powerful point against this Jahmiyyah who tried to correct Allah. He said, okay, so Allah was not able to express. So Allah confused us now, because it's causing confusion according to them, but it's not confusion at all. Them, because of what? Because of the poison of Greek philosophy. Because the Greek philosophy, the 10 points of Aristotle, that if you say the amount and the kayfiyya and the had and all of that, this apply to creation. Okay? If something moves, it has to have a body. All of this is from Aristotle. That's why Maturidis, Ash'aris, Jahmiyyah, followers of Aristotle. They're not going to say that to you, of course. But they're not from the Prophet and messengers. When the Prophet Muhammad was reciting this ayah, the Sahaba, remember we were talking about Akhi Isa here. We're talking about the most important thing, knowing about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah mentioned this attribute about himself, for us to know about him, okay? However, Allah did it in a way cause confusion according to them. But we say no. You see, also, let me ask you, what is the origin of the language? Is it metaphorical or is it the apparent meaning? The origin of any language is
the apparent meaning.
The apparent meaning, yeah. If I say Isa, I'm going home. What are you going to understand? I'm going home.
Yeah.
You see, and that's why. So now, when you say it's metaphorical, we say to you, okay, where do you get that from? Prophet never says metaphorical. Abu Bakr never says metaphorical. You know.
Would there be anything? Would you say there's anything in the Quran that could be classed as metaphorical?
Some scholars mentioned there is some metaphorical, but not in ghaibiyat. Allah, but me, I'm an opinion of there is no metaphorical in the Quran at all. At all. None at all. You know, not at all. Because metaphorical mean, like for example, if I said to you, Isa, you're a lion. They say he's not really a lion. Ibn Taymiyyah said, okay, you saying that the only name lion was used is for the animal. Show me where the Arab came all together. And they said the only time we use a lion for, in reality, is for the animal. Where do you get that from? You can't do that. So you're making up. So it's not metaphorical when the Arab, they say this man is Asad. What it means that it's not metaphorical, it's a powerful man, strong man. It applies for a man, animal too. You understand?
So people who believe that Allah's like the hand, for example, is metaphorical, would you say they fall outside of Islamic?
No, I'm not going to make takfir on them, but I say they are misguided. They are misguided. Why? Because they try to, it depends. Like for example, Jahmiyyah are kuffar, it's believers. But Ash'aris, Maturidis, scholars don't make takfir on them, because they have this, if the hujjah be established upon him, and he still insists, this man is going against the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and against the way of the Salaf. You know, but the point here is that we go back to is, in the Quran, when Allah said he has a hand the way of his majesty, and he said doesn't mean that, so was Allah speaking the truth when he said he has a hand?
Okay, another question.
And before ask me another question, Allah said about Iblis, ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. ما منعك أن تسجد لما خلقت بيدي. What is preventing you? So Allah addressing Iblis. What is preventing you to prostrate the one that I've created with my hands? So Allah is mentioning something special about Adam, which is why you have not prostrate to the one which I have created with my hand.
Yeah.
With my hand.
Yeah.
So the khasisa here, Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh. Alaikum salam. You going?
I'm here.
Clear, inshallah. Okay. What was I going to say? There's khasisa. There's something special about it. So what is something special about it is that Allah created him with his hand. Now they say no, hand doesn't mean hand, it means a power. Means a power, correct? But we say, okay, Allah created Iblis with his power too. Correct? So Iblis could have said, oh Allah, but you create me with your power too. So a hand means with his hand, the way of his majesty. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, carry on.
Okay, and another point, if they say Allah is above the throne,
Allah is above the throne, yes.
Their argument, logically, is that gives Allah a size, dimensions, direction.
Okay, all this term is ambiguous. What do you mean size? What do you mean direction?
So
This is ambiguous.
The argument is if he's above the throne,
Yeah.
He's not below the throne.
Yeah.
The size of Allah does not reach below the throne, so it puts him above the throne.
Okay.
So his size is fit to the space above the throne.
Okay, so it's not inside the throne. Okay, watch this. Yeah, the book is above the cup. Which one is bigger, the book or the cup? That's it. And this is an example. I should even use that, but I'm just showing you, even in reality. Okay, the sky is above the earth. Which one is bigger, the sky or the earth?
The sky.
Okay. So my point here is, so in your question, or the Ash'aris, they are mushabbiha. They resemble Allah to His creation. Because where they get this poison mentality from? From that, if Allah is above this, it has to be size, it has to be this, it has to be that. Why don't you keep quiet? I'm not saying you here. Them. Why don't you say Allah is above the creation? Allah is above the creation. Because why? Is Allah from the unseen or from the seen? From the unseen. And the arsh, is it from the unseen or from the seen? From the unseen. Do you know the arsh size? We don't know the arsh size. Okay, but yes, when we say Allah has a limit, Allah has no limit in His power. Allah all powerful, all knowledge. Mean Allah is separate from His creation. He's not mixed with His creation. And no one knows Allah's limit, His essence. No one except Himself subhanahu wa ta'ala. You understand? Because now, again, you're proving my point. My point here is that when they come with this ideology of, if you say Allah is above the arsh, you're saying this and that, where do they get that from? Oh, these implications, where do they get it from? Is in the Quran? Or they look at the creation and they say, if this will happen to the creation, will happen to Allah. That's what Ibn Taymiyyah said, Ash'aris, Maturidis are mushabbiha. So because of their aql, instead of cleaning their aql and their fitrah, that Allah, there is nothing like unto Him, they resemble Allah's creation, and they say, if we affirm Allah is above the arsh, therefore it has to be this way, that way. No. They apply a ruling of the creation to the creator. You understand?
The confusing thing is that the school that I'm learning at, they say they're following the teachings of Imam al-Shafi'i.
No, that's a lie. Imam al-Qurtubi rahimahullah ta'ala in his tafsir, I have tafsir al-Qurtubi, may Allah have mercy upon him. He said, Allah above the arsh. They said Allah above the arsh. He said المتكلمون, they say, is metaphorical. I'm just phrasing it. He said the way of the Salaf, He's above the arsh in reality. And that's the way of the Quran and the Sunnah and the Sahaba and the Tabi'een. And the trustworthy ones narrated from us.
Hey Shamsi.
I'm speaking to him. No.
I know you're speaking to him.
Yeah, don't speak to me.
But you have greater issues to deal with.
No, the greater issue is that you worship a baby inside a woman's private part. That's the greater issue. Carry on.
So what I want, my final question is, if like...
But before that, so Qurtubi said that clearly, the way of the Salaf. So they say they follow Shafi'i and fiqh. That's why when you ask Ash'ari, Maturidi, or those who claim to follow Ash'ari, they say, أنا حنفي في الفقه, أشعري في العقيدة. But why you don't say I'm Hanafi in Aqidah too? Huh?
No, I'm talking to him. I'm talking to him.
Why are you getting angry? Come down.
I'm talking to him, mate.
I talk to him. I'm holding your mouth.
Are they allowed?
So what I'm saying to you, that why don't you say Hanafi in Aqidah? Because Abu Hanifa from the Salaf, they lie against him. So what I'm saying to you, they are not the way of the Shafi'i, Abu Hanifa, may Allah have mercy upon them. Yes.
Okay, for someone who's learning confused, and let's say it still confuses me.
Yeah.
After this conversation, I'm still confused.
Why is confused? Okay, why don't you suffice with the Quran and the Sunnah?
No, so I mean you do, but they can give you an explanation that, you know what, it is what it says it is, but
no, we ask, sorry Isa, to ask them, did Abu Bakr say that? Did Umar say that? Did Uthman say that? Did Ali say that? Okay, are you more eager to learn about Allah and to make sure Allah is holy and to know